This is Landon. 6 months ago, he was stuck at 67 followers, scared to post his face on the internet, afraid to tell his story, and now he's just eclipsed 15,000 followers and made almost $4,000 off of just telling his story. And in this video, we're gonna break down that exact story to show you how he got to where he's at right now. Take notes, this kid's a dog, he can fucking do everything. Ooh. Hope you enjoy the interview. All right, welcome everyone. Got Landon Tyler Murray. Is that what it is?
Murray Terry.
Terry. All right. Thank you all for coming here today. I have Landon Murray with us today. 20-year-old phenom. Kid can rap. He can, what else can you do? Kid can rap. What else can you do?
I do door-to-door.
Oh, yeah.
I do a lot of things.
All right,
many things.
All right, welcome everybody. Today, we're taking this press conference at the tail end of the 10-day Vegas content retreat of 2026. Wildly successful. And one of the standouts that we had here at the retreat was Landon Murray. This kid has impressed me more than I can even believe. I thought he was going to be like annoying just based off of the content that I've seen him post and the other conversations that we had. I really thought he was going to be like a little ankle biter. But this guy turned out to be an absolute Swiss Army knife of a content creator. This kid can do anything. He's not a kid. He did turn 20 while he was here. This kid can freestyle rap. He can literally sell anything. He has an insane amount of pain tolerance. He can climb up the sides of walls. The kid will literally do anything for the content. And we're here to take some questions from the people about the 10 days that we spent here. And we're going to take some questions from you guys here in a second about the 10 days that Landon spent with me here at the content retreat in Las Vegas. Right here, first question.
Were you scared to post content in the first place? Like everyone starts somewhere with no posts. Nothing on their page. What made you want to start?
Well, to answer the first question, I was kind of scared, I guess. It was more of just like getting my face out there, more of like an insecurity type deal, you know what I mean? But Daniel really explained, he was like, it doesn't matter, you know? And then he was like, do not post without your face. And then the first video I posted with my face, it hit 3 million views. So I was like, interesting.
Yeah, so when Landon and I first started, I did a deep dive on his Instagram page trying to figure out what we could do to help him. And the first thing was
nothing.
You got to show your face, man. You got to, if you want to tell your story, if you want to get famous on the internet, if you want to grow a following, you have to have a character on the internet. You got to have a character to your page. And on this content retreat, we absolutely found Landon's character.
Daniel / his team almost denied Landon entry into the program because we thought he would fail. We took one look at his page with 67 followers and 3 posts that didn't include his face, and we were like, yep, this guy's cooked. We almost didn't accept him in.
Yeah, well, that's news to me.
So before this Vegas content retreat, Landon and I had a bit of interaction. He first came and asked for help with his Instagram back in December of 2026. And when we first looked at his page...
2025.
I'm sorry. In late 2025, my team and I took a look at his page, and he had 67 followers, and none of his posts had his face in them. We had no idea who this guy was. He was just in our DM saying, hey, I want to tell my story. I can do all these things. Will you help me? And typically, look at that page and go like, you know what? This guy needs to do some work on his own first before we can help him. But we actually took a chance on Landon, and we brought him into Instagram for Retards community, and within days, he was the #1 contributor on the school community, meaning he was engaging with people, he was leaving comments, he was cheering other people on. And then actually in that same week, he had 2 1 million view reels, which he had never had anything close to that previously. So right from the get-go, as soon as Landon started applying the principles that we teach in Instagram for Retards, he saw immediate success. And that immediate success lit a fire under this kid that you would not believe. He already has a motor that is unlike anyone. He also has a motor that just continues to run on fucking sorry, I shouldn't say the F word. So he has a great motor. What was I saying there before that?
This dude's the freaking Energizer Bunny.
Energized from the 9 view reels.
Yeah. So that million, those views right away out the gate gave Landon just an incredible amount of motivation, but also momentum. momentum to keep posting. That's what a lot of people don't get early on, is they don't have enough momentum to keep them accountable. Landon was able to get the views by running the exact play that we teach everyone, and as you can see, it's turned out very successful for him.
Double M.
Basically, it feels like every video you posted in the first week was viral, hit over 1 million. Like, why do you think that was the case?
I honestly don't know. I still couldn't tell you. I just think it's because I've always had it in me. It's just I didn't know what exactly to do. So Daniel and them really explaining it and like, you know, just giving me the core principles of what I needed to do just unlocked it. It was like basically the key, you know, to the lock that I had on myself pretty much.
And then break down a video for us that popped, or like your most memorable video that you've made so far, and like what was it? Why do you think it worked?
I honestly have no idea why it worked. I couldn't tell you. It doesn't make any sense to me either. But the one video that popped the most, I literally just shoved an orange in my mouth. Make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. It was literally just a random video. I was like, this would be a funny video if I just like take a video of me shoving an orange in my mouth. And like a couple days later, I'm like, oh, well, let me just, you know, we were doing the things of just put the, you know, the trending audio, etc., everything like that. And I was like, okay, I'll just put this over this. And it was completely unrelated about an orange, but everyone thought I swallowed the orange whole. So I think that's probably what it was.
Do you think it was just you?
All right, pick a new video and ask that question again.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and don't say you don't know why.
Okay.
Say you know exactly why.
Because there's a crazy hook, and you're yourself.
I'll just do my day in the lives.
Okay, so like walk me through videos that have worked consistently well for you. Daniel got big from his day in the life. Like, have you tried something similar?
Yeah, I mean, my day in the lives, they do really well because I actually do a lot in my days, and people really like the cheeks too. It's not even for a full second. Like, put it there for a split second, and people are just like, but yeah, those day in the lives, they consistently do well, and I don't do the exact same thing. I just found a formula that works for me. You know what I mean? And once I saw that formula worked, it didn't obviously pop like extremely crazy right away, but it still popped like crazy. Like the first day in the life I posted, it hit like 20K. The second day in the life I posted hit 40K. And then the next one I hit posted 75. It was 75. And it was just continuously slowly going up. And then one of them just randomly hit like 350K. So I was like, okay, this formula works. And so now I just do a few of those a week, and the formula seems to work the best. And the one that's done the best out of all of them was my fight day in the life, which I'd assume that would do the best because, I mean...
What was in that video specifically?
Well, it was actually literally a week before I came out on this Vegas trip. I ended up knocking the guy out in the second round on the fight day. And then I was just showing me making music and stuff like that. I like doing the super fast-paced stuff like that, and that's basically just what's worked for me. And so I was like, repeatable execution.
You started showing more of like who you are. Tell me about like the cuts and what makes it unique. Like obviously Daniel has pretty like shortcut and like to the point videos, but like what do you think yours are in comparison?
Well, I have a lot of different camera angles, so it's never just like the same video every time. Like sometimes, like if I'm recording my food, sometimes I'll be holding my phone recording it. Sometimes I'll show me eating it. Sometimes I just like doing different things, but still super fast paced. You know what I mean?
Telling the story in different ways.
Yeah, telling the story in different ways. And
that's what Landon really specializes in. He has a great story, just like any of you listening right now. You guys all have a great story. Landon just found a repeatable content formula that he can continue to use over and over and over again, and just changing out the videos of what he's doing in his daily life. It's really the core of what Instagram for Retards is, which is being able to tell your story in a relatable way so people will watch your content, engage with your content, begin to trust you, and then once you have that trust, that's when you have influence, and you can turn that influence either into dollars, into brand deals, into product sales, whatever. But that repeatable formula of finding what works, telling your story, being unapologetic, and then running that every single day as many times as you can is what creates the snowball effect that leads to success.
So Landon, we learned a lot about your story on this trip, just with some things you shared. But like a lot of people that have a heavy story like yours, they either get crushed by it and they just like roll over and like boo me, victim mentality, or they like make something out of it and go out and get it. So like, where did you land on that side?
well, I mean, I've always been like this since a kid, I suppose. It's more of just like, I honestly couldn't tell you the exact reason. I just grew up around a bunch of people that weren't successful, people that would just do drugs all the time, just, throw their life away, make the most excuses about everything, just do nothing. And with me growing up with that constantly 24/7, and my brother, you can look at him, he's the opposite. He's the same way. He just, victim mentality that's the problem. Some switch got flipped in me and I was just like, I'll never be like any of you guys. I can't be like you. There's no possible way that I'll be like any of you guys that I grew up in. So I learned young that to be successful or do better in literally anything, you have to surround yourself in people that are better than you. And the way I found that out, I was kind of like going through, the motions, everything like that. I mean, just 2 years ago, what is it now, 2026? Yeah, so it was right before I turned 18, because I moved out when I was 16, and then I ended up being homeless at 17, and just, trying to figure out, I literally had my cat in my backpack, I had 2 dogs, and I almost had to live in a boxing gym, which is wild. And then luckily everything just seemed to work out. God just seemed to he just had a plan for me, and I decided to just execute on the plan and keep going. And then I went into door to door, and that's really where my mindset came in, because I would go up, down, but I came into the community, posting, the videos that hit right away. It was the same thing with door to door. I came in and I set 8 appointments my first week, and no one else has done that in their first week. And I was freshly 18, and then so I did door to door for these past 2 years, and it really taught me that your mindset is everything, and you can do it no matter what. And if you put your mind to it, per se, really you can do it. So I just didn't get stuck in that box that 99% of people get stuck in, you know what I mean? I saw that crack in the box and I'm like, I'm taking that chance, jumping out of that crack. I guess, I don't know. It's a dumb analogy, but you get my point.
Tell me more about door to door. Is it do you see yourself still doing it the next couple of years, or what is your goal with door to door sales?
He said he was going to quit yesterday.
Yeah, honestly, it's just taking way too much of my time. I give all my credit to door to door for my mindset, everything I have now, everything I've built up, everything like that. But I have more things I want to do, because instead of, making 1 song a day, then have to knock doors all day while still going through a fight camp, and training twice a day, I could put that 40 hours a week into content creation. And most people, they're scared and, they want to get the proof before they do it, before they take the jump, everything like that. I just haven't taken the jump because I was, I almost am like those people, but I'm not. I would rather, take the risk than be comfortable. And now that I have the proof, it's literally happened so fast, I can't even explain it. Like January to now. And how long has that been? 5 months? Not even the full month has gone through. And I peaked at 25 million views in my first month. And most people don't even get that their whole entire time of posting.
Ever.
You know what I mean? And so this week has really been the teetering point, the seesaw. I was on a seesaw going back and forth, you know what I mean? And I just decided to just stay consistent. And then when this opportunity arose, he was like, pay for the flight. I was like, yes, okay, yep, taking that. I saw that mole for that split second, and if I hesitated to grab it, that mole would have been fucking gone. Guarantee it.
Like catching a pigeon.
Catching a pigeon, like I did this week. I told you I was gonna catch one, and I did. You can play that clip now. I don't know. I'm just messing with you. But I don't see myself doing door to door. Maybe I did before because I can really build up and then go that. But if I can make 1 song a day, do door to door and fight, then imagine, and also still make videos and post content consistently, what could I do with all that time that I put into work? And I already have the views. I have the money. I'm already here for a week with the man himself. So what's the point?
All that time spent knocking doors, you could just be answering DMs of people knocking on your door.
Exactly.
What doors has growing your Instagram? You're up to how many followers?
15.9, so almost 15K. 15K actually, I think 15.
What doors has that opened up for you in terms of making content about music, MMA, and just about your life instead of doing your door-to-door job? What do you see for the future with it?
Well, I see in the future a lot of content, because the only reason I haven't been able to do much is because I've had so much other stuff, going on that I want to do and that I'm actively doing. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to post, 9 videos a day when you're knocking doors all day, getting yelled at all day, walking 30,000 steps a day, fighting twice a day. Yeah, on a mission, basically. I was on a mission. And so, what was the question? I forgot.
Like what doors do you think that opens up for you? Like, are you, because most people that get into doing content or Instagram, like they want to quit their dumb job or they want to be their own boss, do their own thing. Like, what do you see for that?
Honestly, when I started door to door, I wanted to make more door to door, like not door to door. When I started posting, I wanted to make more door to door content because, and also all my life, but mainly that because I have so many crazy stories of just door to door as well. You know what I mean? And so, really, I love my job. I don't need to quit it. I just don't see it as it's really benefiting me. You know what I mean? Like, I got the mindset, I got the discipline, I got the sales skills.
Got what you needed, now you can move on.
Yeah, and I've been doing music since I was, 14, 13 years old. So, and I've always wanted to make videos. I get the views, I make the music, and that's really what I love. Sure, I love door to door, but I really love making music and fighting and doing all of that bit more. You know what I mean? And I can spend more time with my animals and all that too.
Let's call your boss and quit your job right now, live on camera.
When do you think you will quit your job?
Let's do it.
I mean, I could.
I mean,
No, because we can work that into the
you
story.
want to quit your job surrounded by a bunch of people supporting you, or you want to quit your job alone?
Fair?
It's up to you, kid.
Fuck 'em. Hey, all right, Tyler.
Landon, what are you doing?
I'm calling my boss, my supervisor. He might have his kids today, though.
Mother's Day.
Oh. Yeah, fair point. Okay.
Your salesman tries
Alright,
to
you can do it
leave
later.
on the other side.
All right. We'll resume. Okay. Landon, okay, so a couple weeks before you planned the concert retreat, I don't know, you were at like 8,000 or 9,000 followers.
Huh?
By the time leaving this, you obviously gained some leading up to the trip. But you're at almost 15,000 followers. What is the main thing you unlocked being around Daniel and 7 other content creators the last 10 days?
Seeing the difference, you know what I mean? And I'm like, this is definitely what I've always wanted to do. It's just like opened the avenue, you know what I mean? The floodgates are open, baby. Now I can really
seeing the proof of people that have.
basically, yeah, you know what I mean? And
So you were surrounded by a bunch of people in the same house that all had the same goal, which is to grow their following and make social media their main hustle. Being in that, what is the thing what was your aha moment?
well, my aha moment was, it was actually on the call with Alicia yesterday. Prince has it on camera. Turned around, I was just like,
What happened?
well, she was just like, she still is at her job and everything like that, but then it was just like, with Luke Proof coming here and everything like that, you know what I mean? With Luke Proof coming here and everything like that, his content and just all the ideas I've already had is just like, it's clicking to me now, seeing how it can go. And I honestly, when I made the goal of starting social media and having, success and the following and stuff like that, and I'm not even towards my goal yet. When I first started, I'm like, I'm gonna have 100K by the end of the year, which probably I'm going to. I know I am at this point. With all of it, like now it's finally like, I think it's finally settled in is the reason, you know what I mean? It's finally settled in with me being here with this whole week. It's honestly, I think, been like the best week of my entire life because, my life has been very dog water, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, now it's settled in, now I realize it, and I've already had the drive, the potential before, and now me seeing it, and this isn't even the full spectrum of things. It's kind of terrifying to me, you know what I mean? And that's probably why I never took the leap, because it wasn't settled in, and I was scared of
Success.
pretty much, and I got that success way earlier than I expected, and I think it was for a reason, because I have way bigger goals in mind, and with it happening this soon, and, getting all this proof, Luke Proof coming, all just placing the seeds just right where they need to be. I just have been getting every possible sign possible, and I'm gonna take the signs. I'm gonna do it. It's not...
You're the youngest one here, before Austin Guthrie came, but you're the youngest dude here. What has it been like being with a bunch of people that are like 25, 30, 35, and you were a teenager?
Well, I definitely annoy some of them, if not all of them. But what really matters is that they put up with me, you know what I mean? The fact that you guys threw a birthday party for me, that almost brought a tear to my eyes. I was like, damn, never had that before. Past 2 birthday parties have been with my exes that have been insane, terrible. And also just... Man, I gotta tell these stories, man. You see what I mean? I haven't even, like, with all... it's crazy because with all these views and stuff, that's not even me even telling the stories yet. You know what I mean? I haven't even got to the actual part yet. I literally have just built the foundation of the house. I haven't even put any plumbing, nothing. Nothing. Like, when you guys see this, you're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. And so like I was saying on the call yesterday, like sometimes I'll just sit there and like, you know what I mean? It's just visualizing, you know what I mean? I kind of just like, with the calls and stuff I've been writing down, was it Simon? Simon, he said visualize it. And that's all that I've been doing every single day ever since I was a child. You know what I mean? I visualize it every single day. Whenever I listen to music, that's all I think about. You know what I mean? Every single day, whenever I do anything, I literally take like an hour or two out of my day. I just walk around or do something and just listen to music and just visualize it every single day. And so it's really just like, what's the word? Give me another question. Throw it out there.
Okay. Juicy one here, and then I'll hit you with like a couple quick hitters, and then we'll be done.
I like juicy things.
Juicy one. Okay, so you started monetizing from your content this month. It's a very vague question, but how much have you made this month from monetizing your content, and like what doors has that opened up for you?
I have made $3,700 this week.
This week? So that's
week.
how much in a month that you think you can make?
12 grand?
12 grand a month. Wow.
So you made $3,700 here this week while we were making videos and doing all the things that we were doing. How?
Undisclosed purposes. But
what is it? Okay, so like, and like where I want to go is like, okay, so you've obviously, is that possible if you're where you were 6 months ago? Is that
no, not possible. Because, I mean, it could be possible, but definitely not possible in the way that I made it possible. You know what I mean? And that wasn't even my goal in mind. My goal in mind was just to tell my story, show my life, just, you know what I mean? And I didn't expect to even be successful with it. You know what I mean? But like everyone has always told me, they're like, Landon, you got the face. I don't know what the fuck that means, but.
He's got the face for radio.
Yeah. I got the voice too.
All right,
I'm sorry,
now I got 5 quick hitters for you.
5.
What was your follower count when you joined?
67. I'm sorry.
That's the whole thing again.
Sorry. 60.
What was your follower count when you joined in December?
I'm sorry. 67 followers.
67 whole followers. What did you stop doing the moment you...
I was never doing anything.
Did you stop being afraid? Like what emotion,
okay.
What emotion or mindset did you stop doing that allowed you to start?
I was just like, time's gonna pass either way. And everything in my life, I'm like, you just gotta learn, whether it's learning a new character on a video game, whether it's learning a new door-to-door rebuttal or a new skill, or whether it's learning how to make chords, whether it's learning how to mix and master, whether it's learning how to, place clips, layer vocals, whether it's learning how to, train dogs, etc., blah, 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 blah.
So did you stop waiting for time to pass, or what did you
basically
stop doing?
I just stopped waiting for time to pass and just did it. It was just, and not caring, you know what I mean? Because
stop caring. Like
Daniel said, it's a computer program, and I looked around, I'm like, what is the worst that could happen? I don't care, I'm confident, I don't give I don't care with anything, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I can just show anything, and what are people gonna say? They're gonna not like it, they're gonna think I'm weird, they already think I'm weird.
I already think you're weird.
So who cares? And I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna care anymore. I'm just gonna throw it out there, full ball, I'm gonna listen. That was the main thing. You need to listen to people that are more successful than you. I could have just been like, me and Hunter were talking about the other day. I go up to Hunter and I'm like, hey, I got this video. I want some tips on how to edit it and what can I do better. He looks at my video, tells me what I can do better, and I'm like, actually, I think it could be better if I did it like this, or actually, I like my version better. Don't do that. You need to listen to people that are more successful than you. That's the main thing I did. Was listen to the person that's more successful than me, get the map, and execute on it, and not give a fuck. Ask forgiveness later, don't ask permission.
Okay, final question, Landon. What would you tell someone what would you tell someone who's in your exact position that you were 6 months ago? What advice would you give them?
You need to surround yourself with people that are more successful, and no matter what, I mean, you hear this a million times over, but when I say this, it's not like a motivation or a discipline thing or anything like that. If you really put your mind to something, you really can do anything. You know what I mean? I had a teacher one time, he was like telling me, he's like, oh, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to do all this. I wanted to fly. I was like, why didn't you do it? He's like, oh, well, I had to do this. This ended up happening. This ended up happening. I was like, but why didn't you do it? And he was like, well, you can't do everything. You can't do, I was like, you can do anything you put your mind to. I was like, I'm going to, no matter what. I don't care. Like, I know I'm going to be successful. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to do that. And he was like, you can't do that. You know, you have to be realistic. And I'm just like, no. He's like, oh, people say that all the time. People
are realistic.
Exactly. Poor people are realistic. Content people are realistic. People who don't have goals are realistic. I can admit it. I'm super delusional. The things I say are probably insane, but no matter what, I know I'm going to do it. And if you just execute, like I was, back to what I was saying, it doesn't matter what I'm saying that I'm telling you to do this. You hear this a million times, but you need to just do it. Don't think. Shoot, aim, ready.
Yep, fire, aim, ready.